Hello, you fantastic fellow business owning wonders. Today, myself and Emma from 24 Fingers are going to be talking all about how you captivate your audience with compelling video narratives. It sounds quite complicated, but basically, how can you make your videos um, go from being maybe slightly flat and uninspiring to stuff that people want to watch, that they really resonate with and that really captivates the audience. So Emma, have you got any sort of immediate top tips that spring to mind? He said, massively putting the pressure onto you.
The baton has been accepted. Don't worry. I would say, basically put yourself in their shoes. Think about what problem they want to solve. It's so easy to jump on social media, whether that's image, text, video, and talk about how wonderful you are, and talk about the reviews that you've got, and all of this. But actually, people want to know how you can help them. They want to know at the middle of the night, if you're an accountant, how you're going to save them from getting the tax man running after them. If you are a coach, people are going to want to know whether you do online, offline, how many sessions they might need, how they're going to feel after working with you. If you are a video coach, you're going to want to share about how to create video that's non-techy, that you don't need loads of leads and expensive software. So really think about what concerns people have got about using the product or service that you offer, and then you can reverse engineer what your video needs to be about. So what are the things that people worry about before signing up with somebody that does what you do, and then reverse engineer your content to fit accordingly. So I'm a social media expert. People come to me and say, how much content are you going to need from me? Is it going to take me all day long to be videoing and photographing for you? Isn't it just quick if I do it myself? And I put their mind at rest and say, no, you can give me nothing, and we can write in your tone of voice, and you don't need to be spending all day creating content. We can take all that pain away. So it's things like that.
Yeah, I mean, you sort of talk about effectively objections, the things that will stop people from buying from you. And I think that is a really, really good exercise to go through. Once you've gone, yesterday we were talking about, the importance of really, really understanding what makes your audience tick, your market tick, really getting underneath the sort of the mindset issues that they're going through. And then that, once you've done that work, the next step then is to think about, what are those objections? So for me, for example, as a video coach, and as someone who helps people create really great video for their businesses, it's typically things like, oh, video's too expensive. It's going to take too much time. I'm too busy. It's going to require loads of expensive equipment and all of this stuff. And so, the job of my videos and the job of actually my content is to, throughout what I'm putting out there, making sure that I'm sort of addressing those objections head on and almost disproving them, but it has to be done in a structured way. So I would absolutely advise, if you haven't done this as a business owner before, definitely take the time to drill down. And one really, really effective kind of format, if you like, for a video that sort of brings this out is the problem solution benefit, which is it's basically almost like a video case study. So you're taking someone who doesn't know who you are, or maybe thinking about engaging your products or services, or buying your products or engaging your services. It takes it takes them on a journey that you've been on with an existing client. So, you have the before, state where they were before, the issues they were having. And then you have the solution, which is where they got involved with you. And obviously, when you're doing this on video, this can be done in the form of an interview almost. So you could interview, your previous clients, and you can walk them through the journey that you guys went on together. And obviously, at the end, you want to be talking about the benefits. What was the after like? Because ultimately, when you're out in the marketplace and you're speaking to people that don't know who you are, perhaps, you've got to illustrate that you can take people from where they are at that moment and take them through a process, your product or service, and then take them to this sunlit uplands, which is where they want to go to. So that's always a really good format or video to be doing. But equally, that works for blogs too, doesn't it?
100%. And I think that whole thing about hearing somebody else say it is so powerful. Like somebody else telling other people why you're wonderful. So that whole thing about, what people say about you when you walk out of the room, hearing it in somebody's voice and hearing it on camera is by far the most powerful testimony that you'll ever get, as opposed to kind of plain text or an image. Hearing it in somebody's voice, it connects, doesn't it, on a different emotional level.
Absolutely. I think that's the thing. That's why testimonials are really, really powerful. But the caveat to all this is that you need to make sure that you're not just creating these kind of videos, because in terms of the customer journey, in terms of where people will be going, this kind of testimonial kind of video works brilliantly for people who are almost there. They've almost made the decision that they want to buy from you. Less effective for people that don't know who you are, because you need to build up that emotional bank account with people first, with the know, like, and trust. That's why you want to be doing stuff, very short videos like we talked about before on these sessions, very short videos, awareness videos. But all that said, absolutely, you need to be thinking about doing testimonials and problem solution benefit videos. Absolutely. Right, Emma, what is the question that we are asking our lovely folks today?
Today, we want to hear, what's your biggest success story? What was the one project, maybe more than one project, maybe it's every project you're amazing at. What was the project that you was like, yeah, actually, I really helped that client. I had a massive, massive result. I can share one. I got my client in front of 26 million people without spending a penny on advertising. And I can share the strategy and how I did it later on.
Amazing. Well, what an amazing point at which to leave this. Have a fantastic day, everyone, and look forward to